My name is Kristen Baumgartner, and I'm with Baracus Blum Computer Consulting. Today, I'll be reviewing some of the new features in Sage 100 version 2022. Baracus Blum Computer Consulting has been selling and implementing Sage products for over 30 years and is one of the top Sage 100 solution providers in the country. Let's take a look at the changes in 2022 in our Sage environment. We're going to start off with some of the Sage 100 desktop changes. If we are using favorites, we now have the ability to look at either favorites for our own workstation or public favorites. When I click on this link, here we can see this icon represents my personal favorites, picking sheet printing, invoice data entry, PO, and so on. But we now have the ability to add items to public favorites as well. These items are available to all Sage 100 users, and the tasks accessed are based on the user's security setup. So if there was a feature I wanted to add, I could simply right-click and add or drag and drop to my public's favorites. We also see changes when we go into company maintenance and we look at our active company code. On our Preferences tab, there is now the ability to exclude inactive information. Here we have several checkboxes that have been added that can exclude information for inactive vendors, customers, items, and inactive and restricted warehouses in our ALE lookups. We also have an option to save date selections for reports. I'm going to show this as an example in one of my reports that I have pulled up. In vendor audit report, typically I have a standard report up with no saved information. If there was a report that I did want to save date information for, I could enter that information and use the Save As option to now save dates as selections once I change the name. Perhaps this will be my July report. That enables me to save those date selections. When I hit OK and choose this July report setting, I can choose to save those dates and have those pre-populated within my report settings. Additional changes have also been made in AR. When we go to the accounts receivable module, when I go to customer maintenance and pull up one of my customers, I'm now able in my sales order tab to be able to run a search not only for standard quotes, but able to select based on if I want to see standard, master orders, repeating orders, and quotes as well. In AR, there have also been changes to pay cycle options. If you're using Sage 100 Payroll version 2.22 or later, a new checkbox to allow employees with other pay cycles for bonuses and commissions has been added when you update the commission edit register. Selecting this checkbox when you're processing a pay run that falls outside of an employee's regular pay cycle, that would be assigned an employee maintenance. Also, when we reach version 2022 product update 2, there is an option to print zero balance customers with no invoices in statement printing, which is on your period end menu. The customers with no invoices checkbox has been added to statement printing, and you can select this checkbox to print statements for zero balance customers that do not have any invoice detail printing on the statement. Sage has also made additional changes in item maintenance in version 2022. When I pull up one of my existing items, on the additional tab, I now have more options for adding images to my files. Now, Sage will also support JPEG files, PNG, and TIF files, in addition to the already existing JPG, GIF, and BPM files. When we look at our orders tab, also in item maintenance, and I go to my sales orders, I now have the ability again to use that search option to choose if I'm looking for something that contains master orders, repeating orders, and quotes, as well as my standard orders and back orders. Additional changes have also been made in sales order. When I go to sales order and look at my inquiries, in my sales order and quote history inquiry tab, I now have the ability to see additional information when I'm using this functionality. I'm going to use one of my example quotes. Sage has now added an order type, which here is showing as a standard order, a ship date for standard and for back ordered, and an expiration date for quotes. If we change to my next order number, 181, we can see this is a quote type, and this box has changed to the expiration date. Additional Sage features that were once only subscription are now no longer only for subscription Sage 100 users. Now available in 2022, spell check, full text searches and lookups, theme maintenance, and document date warnings have been released for anyone that is using Sage version 2022. Now let's take a look at some of the changes in production management and inventory requirements planning. In Sage 100 2022 production management, there have been several additional changes made with the release. We're going to start off in item maintenance. In item maintenance, we're going to see some additional changes for the procurement for our items. When we use our dropdown, we now see that we've added make to stock, buy to order, and subcontract options. On our main view, we also see that on work ticket has also been added to our lower grid. The column shows the total quantity being consumed for the raw material on work tickets that have a released status. If the include open work ticket materials as inventory demand checkbox in production management options is selected, then open work tickets are also reflected in this column. On their additional tab in item maintenance, we can also now see that our previous route number or routing number has been updated to a template number to match production management. On the quantity tab, we now have additional fields for on work ticket and required for work ticket. On the transactions tab, we have now can see our work ticket number. We can also see our step number. And if we have a work ticket description, this will also be displayed here. On the orders tab, a new button for work ticket has been added. This also gives us the ability to see our work ticket number, our work ticket description, and also a step number to show the step for our associated work tickets. On work ticket template maintenance in production management, we have additional changes as well. Work ticket maintenance is located in production management under setup, and the new changes in work ticket template maintenance, when using the copy from feature, you have the option to copy memos as well. On the Materials tab, the following buttons have been added: alias item and item quantity inquiry. And Add an attachment button has also been added to the Attachments tab in our Work Ticket template maintenance. In Work Ticket entry, we're now able to create memos on our work ticket, and we are also able to create step memos as well. When highlighting a step for our existing work ticket, we also have a memo option to link a direct note to a particular step. In labor entry, we see additional changes as well. Labor entries are now entered in a primary and secondary grid in which multiple records for the same day can be viewed and modified. Labor entries are no longer updated to the payroll module by updating the periodic labor register. Instead, you can now import labor entries into payroll using the labor button on the pay cycle window. Additional views for production management have also been added to Business Insight Explorer. These additional views include our history work ticket view, which has secondary views now associated for the history work ticket steps, work ticket line items, purchase order line items for production management. Our open work ticket view now gives us the ability to see subviews as well for open work ticket steps, work ticket line items, and purchase order line items coming from production management. Our work ticket labor view gives us the ability to see open work tickets and open work ticket steps on our secondary views as well. In inventory requirements planning, IRP is now released and compatible with the version of production management that was released in Sage 100 2022. There's also been new functionality added for maintaining projected demands. This has been added to our main menu, and you can use maintain projected demands to manually enter demand information before generating your IRP data file that is used to show demand and create work tickets and purchase orders. Projected demand can be associated for simply an item. We also have the ability to now record projected demands not only at the item level, but associated to a particular customer. As of Sage 100 version 2022, the production management module has replaced work order, and the work order module is no longer part of the Sage 100 installation program. In Sage 100 2022, there have been numerous updates, and for a full list of changes, please visit our website at v-bcc.com, our resources tab, and go to product brochures. When we go through our product brochures, we have Sage 100 upgrade documents and a complete list of all available changes between recent Sage versions is available on this site. This video has covered the basics of what's new in Sage 100 version 2022. Thank you for your time today. And if you have any additional questions on Sage 100 functionality, please reach out to the Veracruz Blum Computer Consulting team.